It is no longer news how politicians defect from one political party to the other. Either ways, some said it's for good, while others said it is not for good. We are here today to know if defection is actually for the national interest or for the personal interest.
You say I should react to defection. Defection. Of course, that is the one of the current issues in Nigeria political landscape now, defection. But then I view it from two perspectives. Defection in the interest of the nation, defection in the interest of the pocket of the politicians. I see it as more of defection in the interest of the pocket of politicians because they are all chiefs of the old bag. They are all the same set of people, the same set of politicians that have been running this country from the first failed republic under General Ibrahim Babangida. Most of them that were either in the House of Rep or in the Senate, the likes of Tinubu, the like of Ojus Okalu, the like of Senator Jonathan Zingina, all of them, Ibrahim Mantu, all of them that participated in the IBB transition program of 1992 and 1993 are the same people that came back in 1999, and they remain the same people that are still there between 1999 as I'm talking to you now in 2018. They are the same set of corrupt politicians. Nigerians should shine their eyes. These politicians, they are the same people. The same poverty in Imo State is the same poverty in Meduguri, the same poverty in Jos, the same poverty all over the nation. Look, as I'm talking to you now, my wife is in National Hospital. She delivered of twins. As I'm talking to you, everything you do in National Hospital, you pay for it. You have to donate blood, you look for your own blood donor, you pay for the screening. The government of the day, the government of the past are not doing anything for Nigerians. These politicians are the same. Atiku, Saraki, who is it? Pampasia, Tunumbu, Oshimole, Amechi, all of them are the same politicians, the same criminals, the same set of people. We should leave them and look for new breed politicians, new breed, vibrant young people, new breed politicians that have not held any political office in Nigeria. You talk about Tinubu, he was in charge of Lagos State for 8 years. He didn't steal Lagos State money. He installed Fashola. After Fashola, he installed Ambode. Tinubu is not a cent. Oshimole is not a cent. Amachi is not a cent. All the PDP politicians, all the PDP governors, they are all the same people. They are not sent. They are moving from one party to another, stealing our resources, continue to maintain their ego and to amass more wealth. What are you talking about? Rochas Okorocha is my governor. He has crippled Imo State. He has stolen everything we have. All the land he has converted to his personal use. Everywhere he see empty plot of land, he annexes it. If he see a plot of land that has not been developed, Rogers will convert it to his personal use. Now he wants to install his son-in-law, the boy who is married to his first daughter, to be the governor of Imo State in 2019. All of them are the same set of political criminals. Look, 2 years ago, the DSS invaded the homes of some justices of the Supreme Court of Nigeria. And Honorable Justice Okoro and Honorable Justice Nguta wrote official letter to the Chief Justice of Nigeria, saying that Amechi attempted to induce him, to bribe him, to subvert the cause of justice in the election petition of Rivers State. And because he refused, that is why DSS invaded his house. He has not been investigated. These people are the same set of criminal politicians. You call him Tinubu, you call him Amechi. The only person that you can exonerate of political corruption is perhaps President Muhammadu Buhari. But Buhari himself now allowed these criminals around him to be stealing. Now, the Attorney General was indicted in the return of Mena, the man who stole pensioners' money in this country. The Attorney General gave an order to the Minister of Interior Affairs to restore Mena, because Mena must have probably given him part of the loot. Now, the head of service of the Federation, ETA, said at the Federal Executive Council meeting that he told President Buhari that bringing back Mena would be detrimental to his fight against corruption. Head of service said it. President Buhari never said it was not true. President Buhari has never removed her for lying against him. The woman also said that it was the Attorney General of the Federation that told her to reinstall Mena. The president closed his eyes because that is his own corruption. Anybody that is close to Mr. President that is corrupt, the president will close his eyes. That is not the kind of president we are looking for. We are looking for a president that will fight corruption no matter whose horse is gone. What about Baba Shalawa? 200 million naira to cut grass in the northeast when the IDPs are suffering. You took 200 million naira to your own company. You awarded a contract to your own company. He cut the grass of 200 million naira while the IDPs have no food to eat. He was indicted. The president himself set up another committee headed by the vice president, indicted him. Up to today, EFCC have they arrested him? No, because it's his own president-owned corruption. You do not have two types of corruption. What about Baro Gate? Baro Kachuku? About 6 months ago, Kachuku wrote an official letter to President Buhari to say that we are contracts that we are irregularly, fraudulently, criminally awarded by the group managing director of NNPC. President Buhari closed his eyes because it's his own corruption. Probably because part of the contracts that we awarded will go back to his campaign, allegedly to his 2019 campaign. That is not the way to fight corruption. If you want to fight corruption no matter whose horse is gone. Fight corruption and restore Nigeria. Fight corruption because the masses believe that you can do it, because the masses believe that you are not corrupt. So you must not fight corruption selectively. So what we are asking is that whether or not they are defecting from party A to party B, they are the same set of criminal politicians that have been there since 1999. Nigeria should look for young people that have never been in office before, credible young people, and vote for them in office. But unfortunately, the youth are the ones saying, no, it is either this, it is either... look at Kwankwaso's declaration a few days ago. How many number of youths do you see there? The youth are the same people championing the recycling of these corrupt politicians. So that means the youth are not ready. That is my conclusion.